Okay, little mistake on that last thing when I was talking about this. Big F prime is not f of x, and on this particular one, it was sine. So I should have said sine. It's not sine cosine x minus sine x squared. It's not that. It's almost that. Sine cosine x chain rule minus sine x squared chain rule. So as long as we got the chain rule, we're good. So look here. Can you see for the need for the chain rule in some cases? Oh yeah. All right. So this is not true if g of x is something that I can take the derivative of, right? And the derivative is not one. So if the derivative was just one, then who cares, right? You'd have an arrow drawn here. Yeah, you'd have an arrow drawn here with a one, right? Okay, but that's not the case. All right, so on those last two that we just saw, the derivative here was not just one. So I need a chain rule. And then if you're going now of course if you're going from a constant, because that constant part is just going to cancel out, right? Because like if you go you do this part blah 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 blah, and then you substitute the g of x in, right? And then you take the derivative. Well, that's what this is. If I substitute a number in and take the derivative, then that's zero. So I've got zero. But what if they're both functions of x? Well, then you just do it twice. You do f of g of x chain rule. Okay, so let's draw our arrow that we're used to doing, and then f of h of x chain rule. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that right here. Okay, it's quick. It seems scary. It seems like it's going to be something that's just terrible, but it's not. Okay, it wants us to take the derivative of this integral. So here's what you do. Okay, so f prime of a, it's this fast. I'm telling you, it's this fast. So big F prime is going to be, all right, this is going from a number, so I'm going to ignore that. That part zeroes out when I take the derivative. All right, but I go e to the x squared, all right, and then you chain rule the x squared, which is just 2x. And that's it. I'm done. So it's going to be 2x, let's clean it up a little bit, e, and then x to the fourth. Okay, that's all I did. So I substituted, I changed that t right there to x squared, and then I did chain rule because we're asked to take the derivative of this thing, right? And I don't have to deal with the zero at all because when I take the derivative after I do the fundamental theorem, it's gone.